Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McCaffrey found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Jackson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 49-yard line.
Going to give this one to Singletary. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And 8 yards.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. First and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Let's go, come on. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. To try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Is good. Makes the score Bills 7, Panthers nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 5, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mark check 33. 33. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Bills first down.
Allen to throw once more. Short throw to Disley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Complete to Stephon.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bills 10.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Jackson from the shotgun gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mike check 33. 33. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Past the 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Allen. Short throw to Disley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end,